2, 3.
I solved our sound problem, Emily.
I'm so proud of you. Okay, nice challenge.
Listen, I didn't say I had good ideas. We just came back from a haunted house. What do you expect from me?
Welcome, and thank you for joining us here at the Teapot of Terror. We're your hosts. I'm Emily Newcomb.
And I'm Kat Glaze.
Let's get into it.
Burps and toots over here.
Emily.
Cat. What a night.
What
This has
a
been
night.
so good.
Hey, y'all. So, we went to Dark Hour in Plano, Texas, which is a haunted house that puts on these events all year round.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, this was their Halloween one. This is my first time attending Dark Hour. Emily, how many times have you gone?
Oh my god. Over a handful. Probably closer to like 7 at least.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yeah. I was so excited about this. Emily was like, hey, we should totally go. And I was like,
Yeah,
done.
absolutely.
Say less. So we went tonight. We got there about 6:30. Didn't have that long of a line to... We essentially like walked in.
Right. And honestly, the atmosphere begins at the door. I love
does. We were in the car and we already saw actors
Roaming the parking lot.
roaming the parking lot, and it was like,
I love
okay.
that. Yeah. I'm so into that. I'm like, yeah, get it started from the minute I pull up, please.
Because quite literally, there was this pirate dude who had
Ooh.
like a cleaver and something else metal, and he like banged on the bars as we were walking through the line.
Oh my god. And
I
then
was
there's
like,
a girl like made up with pumpkin face and
Yeah.
orange and black theme.
She was
had a little
so
screwball.
happy and so screwbally.
So screwbally. I love an unhinged character. Let it be unhinged.
I was like, girl, get it.
Right. Yeah, whatever's in that spray bottle, sure.
Yep.
Spray me around. It's
I
fine.
was like, cool. And then, so we got inside, and both Emily and I are of the mindset that we absolutely had to use the restroom before. And I'm so glad that we
Look,
did.
You're full of genius ideas, and using the bathroom before you go through a haunted house is absolutely the smart. It's like road trip rules. You better just go, even if you don't think you have to. Go,
100%.
just go.
And Emily was more prepared than I, and I should have thought about it, but I didn't. But she brought her loop earplugs. Those things are genius, and I absolutely wish that I had brought mine. It was definitely loud in there.
Because, you know, your girl gets a little overstimulated sometimes, and not in a bad way, but I wanted to just enjoy the experience as opposed to be concerned with my eardrums getting blown out.
That's completely fair.
I feel like it really helps me enjoy the jump scares more, because I'm not just like, ow, my ears hurt. I'm like, oh, fuck, my body is tensed up because that scared me so bad.
So we ended up in a group of 5, and it was Emily, myself, and 3 other dudes.
Strangers. Just full on stranger. We didn't introduce ourselves or anything.
Didn't care. We didn't care about them.
No. Yeah, I'm honestly a little sorry for those guys, because if they weren't there to have the same kind of time that we were having, then they did not have a good time.
They did not have a good time.
But I hope that us being in front was enjoyable for them as well.
Because quite literally, we walk into this thing, and yeah, spooky atmosphere, of course. Terrifying things around every corner. But I think the thing that got me the most, at least the first couple of times, were the actors jumping out of the small corners, but not in the way of like the aggressive jump. It was like an arm.
Like literally just like emerging from the dark. Not even quickly, just suddenly being there.
And how well they knew their space, and that we would be light blinded in a moment, and that they could just appear, and just appearing would be enough.
Truly, as someone who already has vision, it needs...
My sweet baby is a little blind.
God. Going around those corners and being light blind, and then suddenly having my vision come into view with a person just mere inches from my own face. And let me tell you, what I really enjoyed about this was, for the first time ever, seeing your scare style in action, because up to now we've only just seen each other get scared in the comfort of this bed.
Right.
We've not seen it out in the world, and we have two vastly different styles of fear. When we get scared, my sweet cat here turns into Wile E. Coyote and just fully skitters across and turns into a cloud of dust, and then is just gone. Is just absolutely run away and is gone.
I definitely abandoned you.
Whereas I go more along the lines of a possum, where I just either stiffen up and play dead, or I straight up hit the ground. When I tell you, my lower half, I feel like I got a full body workout in. I feel every muscle from my waist down, including the one that cramped. I got a full-on ass cheek cramp.
Do you remember what caused you to hit the ground the first time? Because I remember helping you up the first time. But then somehow, okay, we have to back up a little bit, because you started out in the front.
Yes.
Okay.
I love being in the front. That
Emily
is
was leading the way, because I had not been to a haunted house in a very long time, and this is my first time at this one. So she was like, I'll be the sacrificial lamb, I'll go first. So she goes first, and I'm like, okay. You know?
Right.
However, was it the dragon thing? I don't remember.
No,
what
it was
the
before
first?
that. I'm honestly trying to think, because we were not 2 rooms into this,
Right.
And it was either just a loud noise, because I'm a skittish creature by nature.
Naturally.
Lightning, thunderclaps will make me hit the ground. This was literally someone like banging on a wall next to me, and I just like hit the deck.
So I tried to like help you up, and you were like, okay, I'm good. And then I ended up in front, though, because I don't know why, but I ended up in front. And I think part of it was too, like, I was also terrified of stepping on you, because I have such a long gait.
You and I figured out pretty quick that we had to keep like a 2-foot distance in between us.
Correct.
Because I was either going to like fall upon you, or you were going to step on me behind me.
Correct. So we figured out what worked for us.
Yeah.
From a physical space. I don't know if it worked out from a mental space, but we're fine.
We made it.
We made it.
I didn't try to push you into anybody to,
No.
I didn't use you as a human shield, because I'm brave. Even if I hit the deck, I don't need no human shield.
So brave.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you are so much faster than I think
Well, and I think
I've ever seen. I've never seen you move that fast in fear of just like suddenly seeing you, and then you were gone, and I was like, wait, where are you? Come
I
in.
quite literally was like, and gone.
Truly, I watched you disappear around a corner, and I thought, oh fuck, I'm alone.
Well, it was okay. So we came around this corner, and we had just been scared by one of the actors from my left side, and I was like, oh my god, that was terrifying. And I was like, no. And just as we turned this corner, this other girl comes out from
the ether,
because it was very foggy in that room.
Right, truly appearing from the void.
And quite literally, I was unprepared for yet another.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just jumped. I literally jumped in the air.
Uh-huh. I watched.
Took off and abandoned you with her.
As you were jumping in the air, I was hitting the deck. And that's when I saw you disappear around a corner and just like scrambled to my feet to catch up with you.
You were like, wait for me. And I was like, oh yeah.
So
Such a bad friend.
Say, like, as far as jump scares, like 15 out of 10. Good job, Dark Hour.
100%.
Kat, tell me, what was your favorite room? Do you have a favorite room?
Oh, I had a couple. The scariest room that was not my favorite, but it was like my favorite for the jump scare. The giant Anubis.
Ugh.
We got into this section that was like ancient Egypt, and
like the mummification room.
Right. And this actor on stilts, dressed as this mummified jackal,
yeah,
was
big ol' Anubis
towering above us. But we were in kind of an open space, and The actor was on stilts. And for whatever reason, the way, how fast he was moving was getting me. And how he would be standing above you, woman, and then he'd swoop his body down to be in your face. And then just as I was out of that, I was like, okay, we're almost out of here. I get to the corner, and he races back to the wall and bangs on it just as I cry. I was like, I'm dead.
And honestly, I want to be so real with you. That entire time, I was fighting between fear and arousal. That whole room, I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. And that jackal, that did it for me. That very 8-foot tall jackal.
It did it for you.
I left the room, and there were the people behind us, and I absolutely remember being like, yes, please weigh my heart in judgment, Daddy.
So what did that for me was the winged guy.
Ooh.
Who was very much, he was a very handsome actor. I don't know who you are, but you were very attractive.
Wings look good.
The wings were good. The crown of whatever blood thing, that was incredible.
A crown of femurs.
It was a crown of femurs. Yeah, we came around and you pass him twice because we came around his left side and then you come around his right side to exit.
Mm-hmm. He's sort of basically on a raised thrust stage.
Right.
So he's absolutely towering above us, just like spinning with his wings.
And quite literally, we walk into that space and each space is broken up by these weird, hanging things. Disgusting. I can't imagine how many fingers and faces have touched all that, but that's not the point.
I can't wait to wash my face later.
I looked up at him and I was like, oh, yes, Daddy.
Yeah.
I was like,
1,000%.
I was like, you can murder me.
You can take me to the Fae world. It's fine.
I told Emily on the way home, I was like, Resand? Cassian? Where are you? Hi. Anyway, so that was my favorite because then he launched himself at everybody. And I just got to witness that. He didn't launch himself at me. I felt very special. Mm-hmm. I mean, now I feel special. At the moment, I was like, take me with you.
Please come back.
What about you? What was your favorite jump scare and then, your least favorite moment?
Okay. Well, I'm going to
just
go
from a terror
2.
standpoint.
Okay, so the jump scare that got me the hardest, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I saw.
That's the best.
Because it happened so fast and I was so bewildered and terrified that I, again, was hitting the floor and scrambling out of the room so fast. But we're in this room where you turn the corner and suddenly you're in a room that is snowing. And I was like, well, that's cool. So we've got snow coming down. We go through these little, igloo. It looks like we're in a town of cannibals at Christmas, basically. It's snowing. Everything is made of skinned things. And we're walking through these little skin huts and we come out and we're exiting the room, and I don't know if this was an animatronic or a person, but it was a gigantic Yeti that I did not think I thought it was a stationary thing. And then it stood and came at me, and I absolutely lost my mind. I screamed, jumped, hit the deck, and then run. And upon exiting there, I was like, was that a person? Those are tall fucking stilts. Holy shit. I went through so many things. And then I want to say the 2 rooms that aesthetically were the most appealing to me was the mummy room that we went through, because I'm obsessed with Egypt and all of that. Yep. And as we've already discussed, the mummy was a big thing for me as a child. And it apparently has continued to be a big thing for me into adulthood. But then there was also that underwater room where we saw that spooky siren mermaid, but I'm looking around and it's black light lit and there's jellyfish hanging from the ceiling, and I was like, oh, this is stunning, which is how they get you.
Yes.
You're looking around, looking at how stunning and visually appealing everything is, and suddenly, boom, there's someone just there in your face doing shit. And that mermaid, I literally walked out of the room being like, you are eating. Get it. You're sitting here not having to do shit because you look so stunning.
Also, one of my fear responses was that woman who came at me out of the dark, and I was so terrified that I just said, I love you, I'm so sorry.
I love you, I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
I was like, I love you, you're stunning, I'm sorry. And she just goes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And then she went back to, like, being terrifying. Like,
I love that. Honestly,
great.
I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Even if I'm screaming, if I'm even mid-scream and I'm loving it, I'm screaming and being like, I fucking love you. Thank you so much. Because ultimately, that's what we're there for. Thank you for the jump scares, because when I tell you, we got back in the car and we both just kind of looked at each other and I was like, I literally, I feel stoned because I'm so relaxed. Like, the amount of oxytocin that has been released in my system, the dopamine levels are outrageous right now.
it's incredible. I could sleep for 12 hours.
Yeah.
I feel
just
so
burped
good.
Again. I can't. I'm just so full of peace burps.
What was the thing that grossed you out the most?
The arm hallway.
I was going to say the same thing.
It was this narrow-ass hallway that you... Like, I'm literally, like, disgusted thinking about it. And thank God there was not a live actor in there, because if a live actor
had reached out and touched me,
I would have absolutely left my body. But
I will
that just being such a narrow hallway, and there was no avoiding being touched by these little silicone rubber hands. And how many people have those touched? I can't. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I did not like that.
Oh, no.
Like, when I say I didn't like that, I mean I hated it in the best way.
It was pretty bad. Yes, and that's what I mean too. Is like, I hated it, and also, good job.
Truly, right.
But it's one of those moments too where it's like, there was a secondary room that was similar to that with the clothes. You like walk into a closet kind of situation, and it was just dark, and there were just things hanging in the closet, and it was clothes that were like
you had to
face.
shuffle through them.
You just had to shuffle through. The thing that I despised the most was the spinning room. Okay. That was not my favorite. Mostly because because we caught up to the group in front of us, because as we have previously discussed, I'm very quick.
When I say Kat has the stride of a Great Dane, and I have the stride of a Corgi.
Literally, I'm so sorry.
For every one of her steps, I'm literally trying to catch up with like 3 more.
So I'm like power walking us, and we have now caught up with the group in front of us. And the girl in the group ahead of us was dressed as a Labubu.
It took me a minute to figure this out. I was like, wow, this grown woman is just out here dressed like a rabbit. Cool.
And I was like, no.
I literally had to be like, oh, wait, she has a Labubu attached to her. Oh, this woman is a Labubu wearing a Labubu.
So she was right ahead of us, and once we caught up to her, I was like, oh, I have gone too fast. But
here we are now. We literally can't slow down, so.
We got to that moment, the spinning room and the lights, and you've got handles on both sides. So
it's a bridge,
Yeah, it's a bridge where you walk, and it didn't last very long, but it was enough that I was very much, I was like, if we had to do a full tunnel of this, I think I would have puked.
Much for the same reason that we struggle to watch any horror movies that are like found footage from like a handheld camera, because of the like motion sickness of it. That is where I found myself in that tunnel, was because I get motion sickness so easy, because when I was just a wee babe, I had inner ear problems, and
same.
That has been me since the beginning.
Yep.
And I truly was like, oh, okay, well, if we're in here any longer, I'm going to vomit. So I'm just going to close my eyes and scuttle across this bridge. And that worked just fine.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
We made it. But that's when we entered the cannibal town.
Oh.
At that point.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. We get near to the end, and I'm realizing it's getting to nearer to the end because we have less actors coming at us.
And it's also, it even says on the website, it's about a 25 to 40 minute walk. I can't, if you're prolonging a 40 minute, you're moving at a snail's pace.
You are moving at a snail's pace, because this can be done with under a half an hour.
Oh yeah.
There's not anything that I was like,
I didn't
was
get
terrible.
bored.
There were just things that I was like, ew, about, because me. In general, honestly, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. This was incredible. It was so well done. I feel like because I was constantly vigilant, looking around to try to see where the next scare would come from, I didn't get to appreciate like all the detail that went into this place.
Right.
But I was fully immersed
Yeah.
the whole time. It was absolutely stunning. The cool thing that I really appreciated about how well done it was is that you didn't know the difference between the animatronics and the actors.
Facts.
Because some actors were sitting as part of the set. And then you'd walk by them and maybe they'd be tilting their heads to the side. And then all of a sudden they'd stand up and talk to you. And it was like, oh, okay.
Literally. And that's, man, just one swift movement at me sent me through a wall practically.
My favorite actor, besides my Faye Daddy,
Faye Daddy, yeah.
was the guy who came out because we went into like a surgical like hospital area.
Yes.
And this guy comes out with this cleaver and he asked us, he's like, how are your kidneys?
Which at that point we're parched, we are dehydrated and struggling for water.
I think about 5 minutes in, I turned to Emily and I was like, my mouth is so dry because we had already screamed. Mm-hmm. And I think we both were mouth breathing like
100%.
Animals. We were not dainty little, okay, fine.
No.
We were both
100%.
I was so thirsty by the end of this. It was not even funny. But that guy came out and he's like, how's your kidneys? And I was like, they're terrible. You don't want them. And he was like, darn it.
Right. He sounded so upset, so sad.
I loved him. If I hadn't been so terrified, I would have offered him one.
Right, honestly.
Not that it would have done him any good, but.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we're nearing the end of all of this, and I realize we're nearing the end. And you kind of get into this complacent, like, okay, I'm feeling safe because I know the end is coming.
Right.
We're getting towards the end. There are less actors.
Right.
You know, there's a couple of arms still jumping out at you, whatever, from the dark. But we get to the exit door.
Literally see
you see the exit door.
Gift shop out
people
the door.
in front of us are exiting in front of us. And I get to the threshold of the door. And this actor comes out of the goddamn dark, and when I say I launched myself,
that was so good to watch. Seeing that happen from the back was hysterical.
And then I'm just like in the gift shop.
Literally launched yourself into the gift shop screaming. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Everybody in the gift shop just turns and looks and starts laughing at me. I was like, okay, great.
Yeah.
Hey, I survived.
A shared mutual experience with strangers.
It was. Oh my gosh.
This is the best natural high I've ever
Yes.
had. And by natural high, I mean nothing but oxygen-induced this.
Screaming like that will literally, I believe it's healing. They do this year round. So the next one they have is for Christmas. They're doing a Krampus. Yeah, so I think we're going to go back to that before you have to head back out on the road.
100% we're going to do that.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We hope that you enjoyed our fun little walkthrough of Dark Hour. We certainly did.
10 out of 10. Would do it again and will.
Absolutely. And we did not pee our pants.
Not even a little bit.
Woohoo!
Oh, victories.
Small victories.
If you're interested in watching any of the video clips from our podcast episodes, please follow us on social media at Teapot of Terror.